If you put 0.0, it's still not equal.
没有关好。
对啊，没关系，因为那个default。
Because if your thing is from calculation, there's something it's possible that your, let's say your constant is 0.0, but your variable is 0.000003.
You can do round to 2 decimal places equals 3.0.
Like what I'm saying is it introduced strange bugs.
You can
So,
round it to 2 decimals.
It doesn't matter, just don't do it. Just use integer. Don't give yourself the in some of the more modern programming language, like the one Swift that I'm learning, right? In order to prevent you making silly mistake and bugs, right? It become very, they tell you to, if it's use a constant if you can. Don't use a variable. There's a difference between variable and constant, right?
Yeah.
And there's use a constant if you can. Don't use a variable, because if it's a constant, you can't change it. You can't accidentally change it. Don't give yourself opportunity to make a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
There's no costs in Python, is there?
There is.
There's no cost in C++.
There always, but in terms of like programming, like叫做什么? No practice, right? So for example, in JavaScript, it's the same thing. You use a let instead of a var.
What does that do? Oh, what does that mean when structs by default global namespace? Does that mean it's like if you define one struct in one function, you can use it in the other one?
I'll have to look into context, but say for everybody, I'll have to look at it. I don't know. I don't remember C++. But Swift uses struct a lot too. Struct basically is a value type. Yeah, by default, I don't know if by default it's global. If by default it's global, that just means that it's accessible by all parts of the program. Right? But I don't remember that part.
What? Struct is just like a dumber version of a class.
No, there are some differences. Class is stored in a heap, and struct is stored in the stack.
What's the difference?
And a struct is a value type. That means, and a class is a reference type.
Well, you can store values in a class.
Sure. So there are subtle differences, right?
I mean, you can achieve what you can. You can achieve like struct. Like you can do what a struct does for the class, but you can't do.
No, you can do more.
No, you can have like callable functions within the class, but you can't do that with struct, can you?
Right now, I'm studying Swift myself. 我真的觉得，你知道他们不是说什么 用 Game of Apps, right? I think Game of Apps 就是做那个 iOS apps, right? I think it's a bad choice. It's a really bad choice. 因为他们那些做 Game of Apps 他们会去做 Swift 里面有很多 very advanced 的一些 concept 在其他 programming language 里面是没有，对不对？ And then they're gonna get super confused and they don't know what's going on. They just do it this way instead of actually understanding underlying principles.